we have hit the loading screen, ladies and gentlemen, for the round of 16 game in the DominateDominion.com League of Legends Dominion Tournament number 15. Here we have DeathToLlamas versus SAGA. On the top of the loading screen here, we have DeathToLlamas. We have Volandum playing as Jayce, Sacchin playing as Xin, Ragnaarock playing as Amumu, stormfallen playing as Janna, and Take Your Pill playing as Darius. Casting this week is myself, Gandair, and casting with me is...
Chobra here, and on the bottom portion of the screen, which is the purple team, we have Team SAGA, we have Aduli on Ezreal, we have Angry Brian on Galio, Maleficatoria on Nunu. I'm not even sure how to pronounce that. I'm going to go with Phagae. That sounds like the most reasonable, but playing Riven and KISSXXX on Rumble.
I don't know how to pronounce either one of those. I'm either going to go with KISSXXX or...
I think Kiss would be fine. KISSXXX rolls a little bit easier off the tongue, though, in my opinion.
Alright, let's go with that. And, I think Phagae is right.
Yeah, I think that's the most reasonable.
I'm not sure how quickly we can say that word, though, and have it not get misinterpreted, though.
It will be fine. A lot of times, us casters end up saying the champion anyway, because that is the quickest. Even summoners we know, we've seen a lot in the heat of battle. It's especially if you have long names, it is hard to really keep up.
I'm gonna accidentally call Riven Phage more than once. I just have a feeling.
You know, I almost read it as Phage, and I can see that happening.
Actually, you know what? With that letter combination, it could be pronounced Phage in some languages. Now that I'm looking at it.
Very true.
Oh man, this is like elaborate trolling here. You know what? I'm surprised no team has done yet. I'm surprised they haven't taken their victory RP and then like name changed their entire team to something horrible. You know, like XXX Infi H like 9 like capital I lowercase l capital I lowercase x capital X lowercase x 9 ed, you know, and they just do that with their whole team, and it's like, come on, pronounce this, casters. Don't do that. We won't cast your game. Actually, we will, because if you're blind pick banditos, you get to the finals, then we're totally screwed. Oh, why did I suggest that? I've just damned us. But both teams heading on towards the top of the map right now. Looks like Galio leading the charge up there. It's opening with that Chalice of Harmony. We're seeing Ezreal open with a Phage. It's not something that we see too typically. No boots Phage opening, but I guess he wants that extra durability in this initial fight. You can see right there Jayce with that range being able to get some shots across the windmill over there, putting a little bit of hurt on Galio. And Maleficatoria and Sacchin catching up to their teams at the top. A 4-on-4 up here as the Poke War goes out, looking for a good spot to start this engagement.
Yeah, both teams are actually still sticking to the whole poking thing. The towers has pretty much been sitting at 100% neutral this whole time. Both teams are very committed to poking someone down before they're comfortable committing in. They see that, you know, the opponents all have a pretty good kit to counter-aggress should one team jump in a little bit unprepared. So there's still some abilities going out. We do see that Saga has a little bit of a lead in terms of health. They're finally going to come across the wall to chase away Ezreal as he's been poking across the wall with those mystic shots. So Jayce is going to get him out of there. But that gives Saga just enough time to get this huge lead onto channeling this windmill. Will they be able to finish this beforehand? Janna's already pretty low. So will we see DTL-Llamas stick around, or are they going to retreat? We do see a lot of them retreating right away. Saga's going to be content channeling that through and getting that first 3-cap of the game.
Now, there was no real dive there. Ragnaarock did poke his head out towards the end of the fight, but ended up ducking back away from it. So the windmill right now is going to go to Saga. Down at the bottom end of the map, Sacchin's Xin is going down for Riven, as Riven and Take Your Pill, or Riven and Darius, excuse me, and there's an engagement right here. The exhaust immediately goes down on Xin, but Nunu is right, hanging out behind right there, wants to get in on this fight, but isn't really able to save Riven there, not being level 6, not having that absolute 0 to contribute to the fight. Up at the top, Ragnaarock is caught in the jungle by the drill by KISSXXX, and Angry Brian is chasing Stormfallen away from the top, but he meets that railgun that Jayce has. His, Hextech Hammer. What is his weapon called?
Mercury Hammer and Mercury Cannon.
Okay, getting caught by that Mercury Cannon right there. Galio saying, hey, I really want a lot of that. I'm going to go ahead and back off. Oh, that's thunder outside. And looks like we might have another gank brewing for the bottom lane.
Yeah, I mean, Riven showed a lot of aggression early on, so it appears that DTL-Llamas really wants to focus down here. They're also having some trouble aggressing up top. They are going to jump right onto Riven, and Jayce is going to start the channel onto the Boneyard. They are almost going to get a free neutral, but Rumble does show up and just puts down that equalizer, stopping it before it even goes halfway through. However, he's going to pay for that a lot. Jayce is taking some towers, so he's going to go ahead and start channeling that. But here comes a two-shot barrage, and there's Nunu actually going to walk right past Jayce and make sure that Xin Zhao does not pick up a free kill, saving his teammates, and they're going to go ahead and go back to that tower.
And Aduli is going to pick up that Jayce kill there with an aggressive arcane shift out of the bushes, is going to take him down. Successful defense at the bottom, but up at the top, Angry Brian looking a little bit sad in the hit point department as he tries to keep that from going neutral, but is unable to do so. Stormfallen picks up that neutral there. Sacchin is chasing Angry Brian away, and now Maleficatoria is getting caught in between Xin and Amumu, but his teammates come up there. You got the absolute zero channeling. Amumu throws down his own ultimate, and Janna, not that interrupt, not really saving anyone there, but doing a little bit of damage in the process. Now they're diving for the tower pretty hard. Saga going in on DeathToLlamas.
Saga's still going to chase them away, but both sides are pretty low. It's just a matter of a 4v2 right now, but Jayce is pretty healthy. He could poke the enemies down. He could definitely pick up a kill onto Nunu if he gets a good shot down. Maybe even Galio. He throws it down, and oh my, the tornado picks up the kill onto Galio, and here comes Ragnaarock on Amumu, going to help pick up that double kill for Janna as Aduli on Ezreal blinks across the wall and begins his escape, but will he make it? The two-shot barrage will give away his position as he tries to pick up a kill here onto Stormfallen, and we do have Jayce coming back for the pinch against Ezreal. Will he get caught? The shock blast is going to hit him. He's pretty low, not looking too good. Meanwhile, bottom portion of the map, we do have Riven going against Amumu. Riven has taken quite a bit of damage, but right away turns around with those broken wings and then going to walk towards the Boneyard, but Darius is already here. Try to start the channel. This is the objective quest, so if DTL is able to pick up this tower, they will get a buff, but wow, everyone just comes out from the spawn area for Team Saga and helps pick up the kill onto Darius as Riven actually gets killed by Amumu.
And now KISSXXX chasing Ragnaarock back towards the tower. Sacchin trying to cut in behind at the drill here, trying to seize that opportunity where they had a lot of champions on the bottom lane. Wanted to try and pick that up, but was unable to do so while that was going on. Seen a lot of pings going on down here. Looks like they really want to keep a target on that, or keep aware of that bottom end of the map there. We have another push brewing up the top. Aduli's been doing a pretty good job so far this game, especially in that windmill fight earlier, just kind of hanging back, kind of shooting, you know, doing his stuff. Looks like he was going for that play again there, trying to get above the enemy team, but Sacchin putting some hurt on Galio. And with that airborne there, they're delaying for as long as they can. They're really going to need another one of their teammates to get up here in order to make this fight happen. Volandum does come in from the bottom there. Ezreal goes down, now routing the enemy away from the point. Angry Brian is backing away. KISSXXX shows up, and he's going to add a lot more firepower to his team. But Ragnaarock catches up as well. Banish tosses to a minion, definitely doing that to boost himself closer to the enemy team as quickly as possible. And it looks like things are going to mellow out for just a second as that creep wave builds up. Are they going to make a play for the drill?
And both teams choosing to back up just a little bit. DTL is pretty content right now. They have that 3 cap. They've been pretty safe with it. And Darius is able to aggress onto this bottom lane. Actually, Ezreal is now going to be showing up here as Riven transitions over to the top portion of the map for Team Saga. You know, one thing that's been a little bit unfortunate for Team Saga right now is every time Rumble shows up top lane for a little bit of a big fight, his Equalizer has been on cooldown, and as we mentioned in the pick and ban phase, the Equalizer is what's going to really make or break the fights for Saga right now. It's a great zoning tool, but Amumu jumps in with that bandage toss. He's actually going to get counter aggressive with that Electro Harpoon. Galio shows up, puts down the Restless Smite, actually going to break the channel on his ult as both the enemy champions walked out of it. Crystal Sand Mummy goes down, and then the Monsoon completely resetting the fight for DTL-Llamas. Ragnaarock, is he going to make it out? No, will go down to that Flame Spitter. Riven struggling against the Xin Zhao as Xin Zhao just sticks to Riven. Really good at that these days with that Audacious Charge. Now turning right onto Rumble as Rumble puts out a lot of damage onto Janna, getting that shutdown. But Ezreal is now here poking across the wall onto Jayce, which has given Darius free realm on the bot lane, and still no one from Saga is showing up. They're still trying to support each other up at the windmill. So takes the Boneyard for DeathToLlamas. Darius is going to go ahead and go back as Nunu gets the shutdown with that final Ice Blast on Xin Zhao. All three champions now channeling on this windmill. They do get the neutralized. Jayce is pretty low. He will go down. And Janna not in a good position. Might be able to make a getaway. Yes, Nunu will just turn around and make sure that they can secure this safely.
That was a little bit of a rough engagement up there. Like you said, seeing the entire enemy team, one get locked down, then scatter, really mixed the fight up there. I could not fit all of that on my screen at once. Saga was able to pick up the windmill, but Darius, taking that bottom lane, puts DeathToLlamas in a pretty safe position. They do not have to worry about windmill too much for a few more moments. At least not until Saga puts pressure on that bottom tower, which right now we can see Galio going down there to exchange some hits with Take Your Pill and Maleficatoria, pushing that creep wave up. Darius is going to have to back off, but that leaves 2 and 3 people down there at the bottom. It's a 4v2 up top. It creates an excellent opportunity for DeathToLlamas to make a play for this tower, and that's exactly what's going on. There's that equalizer you were asking for, Chopra, right there on that tower. And Amumu goes for that bandage toss, but gets taken out. Aduli is not going to be able to get away from that fight. And Maleficatoria and Angry Brian are here, but I feel like it might be just a little bit too late to stop this cap. Nunu gets close, but is not able to do so. DeathToLlamas still in possession of 3 points on the map, even though they had to make a couple of trades to get there.
Yeah, Riven, meanwhile, tried to pull out the same thing that Darius had, seeing a lot of the enemy team up top pushed for this quarry down here on the bottom portion of the map. Darius, however, returns just in time to block even the neutralize coming out from Riven, so it's going to be a stalemate back at bottom lane for the time being. Well, up top, Howling Gale tosses up Galio. Not going to be doing too much damage just yet. Galio also, of course, has some magic resist from that Chalice of Harmony. Galio is closing in, so Janna needs to watch out. There's that Monsoon again, they're getting that reset. Can he get... No, his ultimate will be broken with that knockup from the 3-talent strike from Xin Zhao, but Xin Zhao is going to pay for that engagement, running very low as Ezreal comes through with that Storm Shield, picking up that kill, gets a double kill onto Janna. Jayce shows up. He's going to help get the kill onto Rumble with the up of the tower, but Ezreal is still hitting away at the entire enemy team, gets a triple kill as Nunu finishes off that fight.
Sweeping and convincing victory top lane for Saga in that engagement. That was a very nice play there from them. Now Windmill's been back and forth a lot so far this game.
Yeah, I mean, both teams have been very active in their search for a 3-cap. We did have a brief 4-cap for DTL, and that's what's allowed them to build up a little bit of a lead, but still it's too close to call it. I mean, both teams have been switching up lanes when they need to. They've been transitioning back and forth, creating some ganks, but most importantly, they've just been fighting next to towers. Both teams are very focused on getting these towers down rather than creating ganks and surprise attacks in the jungle. But finally, we do see that fight here. Amumu gets caught by the Equilibrium Strike, but that means the rest of DTL is free from that damage over time. They focused on Rumble right away, picking up that kill as Ezreal is forced to retreat for the time being with a little bit of that low health. A little bit
of a window where it's a 4v3 up top, but with champions that have the AoE ability of Galio and Nunu to really zone people away from that tower, I'm not sure if they can push this safely. They got a creep wave building up behind them there. Jayce is some shots popping off there, heading over to the bushes above Windmill because he knows that's where Ezreal likes to hang out. Creeps are at the tower now. They're putting some damage on Galio there, chasing him up around above the tower. Ragnaarock opting to dive underneath it, but Aduli is going to Arcane Shift out. Nunu's going to pick up that kill. Sacchin trying to chase Angry Brian away, but is not able to secure that kill there. KISSXXX gonna go down, it looks like. Stormfallen's being focused by Aduli, but no, he shifts off. He wants to get Sacchin down instead. Sacchin able to get Ezreal. Is he gonna be able to get Angry Brian before all is said and done? No, but will Janna pick up that kill instead? We are going to find out. She's trying to get away, and she does pick off Galio, but now she has to deal with Nunu. There's an open tower there. Nunu gonna pick her off with the quick cancel absolute zero there. You smack that on and off real quick, it's like having a ranged attack. Darius not going to get hit with that True Shot Barrage, just narrowly missing. Minion picking up that tower down there, and he's going to drag Phage right underneath it as the tower begins to fire there, but he's going to go down. However, Volandum is right behind, chasing Phage away from that point, and this, once again, DeathToLlamas, though they do not have Windmill, their Darius Take Your Pill was able to secure the bottom point for them, which makes that loss a little bit lighter. Ordinarily, that would be a frightening thing to have happen, but they're still in possession of the 3 towers. Engagement going on by the drill. Amumu the first to fall there. Aduli getting taken out, and Stormfallen trying to hang back. Sacchin getting chased pretty hard by KISSXXX. There goes down the equalizer. They're chasing Janna out of those bushes. Sacchin's making a run for it. He's just kind of kiting Rumble around, and he is going to get caught, unfortunately. And everything's being pinged on the map at once. It distorts my audio slightly. I'm sad about that. Phage getting caught in the jungle by Volandum and Take Your Pill. Very chaotic right now, as both teams seem to be roaming the jungle on all sides of the map. KISSXXX coming down here to take some hits on the enemy team there, and retreating, kiting Take Your Pill and Volandum right into the rest of the team. There goes that Noxian Guillotine right there, but the Isle of Duran interrupted by the airborne Ragnaarock in with the bandage toss now, and Aduli taking some damage. Looks like Maleficaria is the last one left alive for Saga at the moment. If he goes down, they're going to get the windmill again before Galio can get there, and they might even be able to pick up this bottom.
Yeah, if Amumu turns around and takes the brunt of that damage. Oh, the bandage toss is going to miss, allowing Riven to come in for that key strike stun and possibly pick up this kill. We'll get the kill onto Darius. Will Riven continue chasing down Amumu? She is putting out a ton of damage, has that ultimate activated. The wind slash needs to come out before the cooldown goes down. There it is, and continued damage. Alpha picks up the kill in bottom, preventing that capture of the objective. However, DTL, as you mentioned, still picks up the windmill, giving them that consistent 3 cap. They've been steadily keeping their lead. They still haven't really widened it too much though, so Saga is still well in this game. They do have 3 up top, but a good reset on top of that shock burst is going to cancel the channel onto the tower. Tons of damage going down on both sides, but it is eventually going to be Janna and Jayce getting melted as soon as both of their abilities were used. Saga just turned right around, melted both of their healths pretty much simultaneously, and single-handedly will take away that windmill back, getting that 3 cap for their own team. So now we're back to a similar situation as earlier, but here comes DTL. They want to focus down this bottom tower. They've had great success with Darius down here. They're going to pick up the kill onto Riven without an issue, and they will pick up the objective, which will give them that damage boost, which is going to be great. But will the True Shot Barrage cancel all 3? No, it's actually only going to hit Darius this time around, and 2 champions will still be able to capture that boneyard. Meanwhile, we have Ezreal and Nunu starting the channel up here at the refinery, but Janna's gonna come in, tank a lot of that as Jayce comes through that acceleration gate, picks up the kill onto Ezreal, putting out so much damage. The equalizer used more as a defensive tactic to stop the chase, and also to stop them from, you know, canceling that neutral. The neutral does go down, stopping the clock for just a little bit, and they'll be able to recap that. Meanwhile, bottom here at the boneyard, once again, a lot of action happening, excuse me, down here at the boneyard. Galio will survive for the time being. The windmill now, still action going down, but it's Nunu alone. There's just so many skirmishes on both teams right now across the map, where one team is significantly at a disadvantage, and then it just shifts focus back and forth.
And once again, we're seeing that, oh, we've lost Minwill. We've lost Minwill. Let's just bake Totem, okay? And they picked up that quest objective down there, and once again they traded that for the windmill. They saw, well, they're pretty entrenched up at the top. You know, they've got a lot of high hit point, high durability, you know, champions going on up there. Let's just go ahead, take this bottom lane, force positioning from them, and then we can just go back and get it later. Windmill will still be there, I assure you. You can gank the bottom lane. It's probably going to be okay.
Yep, and Windmill is the new focus once again as Galio is helping zone the enemy, and Ezreal and Rumble get the channel, but Ezreal has already taken way too much damage. A really good equalizer catches the entire enemy members, but Amumu is going to ignore it, go bandage toss right onto Ezreal, pick up that kill as Jayce picks up the kill onto Galio, and now KISSXXX and Maleficaria are completely on the run. Nunu at half health. They're going to just keep chasing as they are safe at the windmill. No one is going to push it down. The minion wave is also in their favor. Jayce gets a double kill as Amumu tries to start the channel onto the drill. Rumble has come back to stop that channel, but will they continue pushing as 3, or are they content with the 3 cap? It appears that DTL-Llamas is just going to take some time to take a little breath, regroup, and set up something here as Ezreal rocks right into Amumu. Good bandage toss. He is going to blink up, but there's the audacious charge, getting pinched from all sides by 4 members of DTL-Llamas, 3 of them being involved in that kill. That's a huge morale booster as they are now able to just go right onto the drill, pick up the kill onto Rumble, and DeathToLlamas now finally holding a significant lead over Saga.
A little bit of a rocky engagement for the first 10 minutes of this game. They have really been ramping it up here in these past few minutes. Almost at the 5 cap for a moment. Briefly a 4-0 with a neutral bottom point. And if they can keep this rolling for just a little bit, this game is going to end rather quickly. But with everyone at the drill right now, there's 5 at the drill. Darius down at the bottom. Ezreal lands that shot this time, picks up that interrupt there. Janna's coming down to try and delay Riven, and it seems like she is able to do so as Riven breaks off. Is Darius going to be able to get this, wisely walking out of the way of the equalizer, thinking that it was going to go down, getting right on out of its path of destruction there. Clock ticking down. Are they going to get that neutral up top in time to stop this? It's not going to be enough.
Does not look like it's gonna be enough. That's gonna be game. Ladies and gentlemen, this victory goes to DeathToLlamas as they will be moving on in today's tournament, Dominate Dominion number 15. This was a round 1 match. All matches are best of 1 until the finals, so DeathToLlamas goes on to round 2, and sadly that will be the end of Saga here this week.
And we will see how well Saga does, or not Saga, Saga does if they come back next week. I hope they will come back and play again. We'll see how well DeathToLlamas does coming up in the round of 8.